All right, hold on, Jaden.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards.
Don't be dumb.
That means they come up short as they're
You're
going to
be
have to
dumb
punt here on the opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his left.
I said don't be dumb.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, I hate it.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, to a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate
I don't know if he had
that.
the first, though.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A first down throw, Darnold.
This nigga missed.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running
Hold on,
back.
Jaden. Let's see my quarterback side. All right, Jay, I'm ready.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Six yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point.
Sanders still asleep at 3:40?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the teammate.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
What you gonna do?
Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell.
Oh, I was ready for that.
And he's going to let it go.
I was ready for that.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback had...
Huh? Yeah. All right, then. I think you should be good, but it might start counting down. I said, I think you should be good, but it might start counting down. Yeah.
Three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically.
Remember you missed the fourth?
Deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Flush to his right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Newton
Good
trying to get to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the
the sack. Dante Jackson. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 94 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Yeah, welcome, Jaden. I'm Xander.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about
it. Give me that. Turn around, boy.
They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. On the move to his left. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
You got nobody to throw it to.
Go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing
Make sure you're paying attention.
When the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Five yards remain on second down. Now here's Mahomes out to his left. Looking for Kelsey.
You know that's mine.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They find some open field here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 157 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Newton on first down. catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton
John Burton.
deep for the end zone.
And he almost got hurt too.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Touchdown! It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Night, Jaden.
Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see that.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot. And he drops him for a loss of 11.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Another try after the first down sack.
You know better than that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it is 28-0.
I'll decline
So
it.
they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards.
Don't go into
deep, he'll
safety.
bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
I'm just making sure.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh boy.
Complete it to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Got him.
There's another interception.
They're blocking. Thank you.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second
Good one,
one,
Jaden.
he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The black team, black and gray team.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
That's the score right there.
Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Overthrew your own man.
Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 198 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Newton now to throw.
Good one.
Look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
Travis Kelce.
What are you doing?
He's across for the touchdown.
Is that his
too
special?
Little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
All right, Jaden. Good pick, man. Good pick. I like that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton's going to throw it. And that'll be
Yeah, you
incomplete.
came too early.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cam's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down throw for Newton. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Here's Newton. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as over.
7 seconds, Jay. Get like one
This is
play.
the team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone,
Make it
we're gonna
count.
give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Give me that.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the
Good game,
Panthers
Jay.
come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to